Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Braintree High Hockey, Braintree High Girls Hockey. I'm Kevin Casey with Christine Patterson behind the camera. And people probably wonder, who's that guy announcing the girls? Well, I'm usually with the boys, and they asked me to fill in for Mike Wassel, so I'm here tonight, and I must say that I cut my teeth. I learned how to do this stuff starting with the girls many, many years ago. I won't say how many. My daughter Caroline just reminded me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Zapustis Arena. Please direct your attention to ice level as we take a moment to recognize the hard work, commitment, and dedication of 5 of our graduating seniors. We would also like to recognize their parents and families, because without their support and sacrifice, none of this would be possible. As we bid farewell to these outstanding young athletes, we hope they carry with them the many memories, lessons, and friendships that hockey has given them. And as parents, we will always cherish the unforgettable memories we've shared together. Although we can't go back in time, our greatest hope is that one day they too will create those same unforgettable memories with their sons or daughters. At this time, we would like to recognize each of our 5 seniors individually and celebrate their contributions to Braintree hockey. Please welcome number 3, Bridget Walsh. Bridget is accompanied by her parents, Tim and Joan, and her sister Emma Walsh. Bridget began playing hockey at the age of 4 and has been a varsity player since her freshman year. She has proudly served as team captain during both her junior and senior seasons. In addition to hockey, Bridget is a 2-sport varsity athlete, also competing in lacrosse. She is a member of Best Buddies and Students Against Destructive Decisions. Bridget plans to attend college to pursue a degree in nursing and is currently undecided. Please welcome number 4, Kayla Graziano. Kayla is accompanied by her parents, Larry and Katie, her bumper Talbert, and her Nana Graziano. Kayla has played 2 years of varsity hockey as left wing. She is the president of Students Against Destructive Decisions and an active member of the Mentors Program, the Violence Prevention Club, and the Future Medical Professionals Club. Kayla looks forward to attending college this fall, where she will major in nursing. Please welcome number 8, Cassidy Gibbons. Cassidy is accompanied by her parents, Matt and Lisa, her brother Ryan, and her sister Jamie. Cassidy has been playing hockey since the age of 4 and has been a member of the varsity team since her freshman year. She has proudly served as team captain during both her junior and senior seasons. Cassidy plans on attending college to pursue a degree in sonography and is currently undecided on where she will continue her education. She would like to thank her family for their constant support and encouragement. She would also like to extend a thank you to Coach Burchill, Cushing, and Trokey for their support. Please welcome number 10, Catherine Freeman. Catherine is accompanied by her parents, Mike and Shannon, her 2 older brothers, Nolan and Aiden, as well. Catherine has been playing hockey since the age of 3 and has been a member of the varsity team since her freshman year. She has proudly served as a 2-year captain and has been a strong leader and dedicated teammate, both on and off the ice. Catherine plans to attend college and is currently undecided on where she will continue her education. She would like to give a special shout out to Coach Burchill, Trokey, and Cushing for their hard work and dedication to this program. Please welcome number 20, Jessica Neff. Jessica is accompanied by her parents, Joey, Jen, and her brother, Brendan. Jessica has been playing hockey since she was 3 years old. She played for Braintree Youth, the Militia, and Braintree High School. After graduation, Jessica plans to join the Air Force and later pursue her goal of entering the police academy. She would like to thank her parents and her brother for supporting her throughout the years in both hockey and school. She would also like to thank the coaches for their time and dedication, as well as her teammates who welcomed her, became her friends, and helped make the season a success. In addition to her coaches, she would also like to thank her teachers, Ms. Moynihan, Mrs. Larkin, and Mr. Wakefield, for their patience, support, and for always believing in her. One more time for our 5 seniors, ladies and gentlemen. Bridget Walsh, Kayla Graziano, Cassidy Gibbons, Catherine Freeman, and Jessica Neff. At this time, we would like to ask the 10 seniors from Milton to step forward. Braintree High would also like to recognize these girls for their dedication to their programs. Congratulations to all our seniors. And thank you to the parents.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again for the Open. As I was saying before, I started with the girls, and I'm glad to be back to announce Senior Night. Always a big event for the boys and the girls. We had the boys last week. They celebrated it with a thrilling overtime victory over Needham, and hopefully the girls can do the same, although they have their work cut out against them as they take on the Milton Wildcats. Milton comes in 16-1-1, leading the division and really having a great season. The last time Braintree played, they lost 7-2. And so tonight, Braintree, as I said, will have their work cut out for them, but hopefully Senior Night will bring some emotion with all the mums and dads and families. And just a shout out again to our captains. Great job by Dave Anderson with the announcements, but Bridget Walsh, Kayla Graziano, Cassidy Gibbons, Catherine Freeman, and Jess Neff. Congratulations to all of them on a great career, and it will continue as Braintree will make the playoffs. They already solidified themselves a berth in the MIAA postseason, and so that should be fun as they finish off of just a few more games to round out their season. So, as I said, we're going to turn it over for the starting lineups, and we'll be back for the puck drop in just a minute.
Representing the Milton High School.
Dave McNeil, great rendition of the national anthem as he brings his guitar out on senior night and does a great job. He's just a Renaissance man. He cleans the ice, runs the rink, plays the music. He'll be taking over our jobs, Christine. Thanks to Chris Curran in the studio on the live stream, handling all the graphics. Again, welcome to all the parents and grandparents here tonight and everybody watching from Cape Cod and Braintree and beyond, as they say. Great job again by Dave Anderson on the introductions and talking about the seniors and what they plan to do. Many of them thanking Coach Birchill for his help and support over the years. He's off for a few nights, but he'll be back, and as he started with the program, I think around the year 2000, and has done a great job over the years. And he'll be back to coach the playoffs as we get ready for the puck drop. As we have Freeman against Stone. Puck is down, won by Milton, controlled as it's hot, broken up by Freeman. Nice forecheck by Catherine as it's cleared behind, and now Hinkle gets it off the referee, stopped out front, and now skating it away comes Catarazulo. As it's broken up at the line and back the other way, now comes Graziano as she clears it in on Hart, and Hart will tie it up and get a whistle. As we'll get a quick change for the Womps and for the Wildcats. Like I said, Milton comes in 16-1-1. The last time they lost was way back in December against Duxbury, so Braintree will certainly have their hands full. 15, no, is it 19? Trying to get familiar with the other ladies. 10, 19. 5 and 17. 5, 17. And Braintree will look to start out, coming out through center now is 16, 29 and 2. 16, 29 and 2. as it's cleared back in the Braintree zone, back behind the net. Milton looks to pass it out front. That shot goes wide. Back out the other side, McDonough. As they battle in the corner, and it comes out to the slot, and now McDonough will try to get it out, and she skates it out. As she comes out through center, Catherine McDonough clears it over to the right wing side. Going after it is Emily McDonough. As now Milton looks to start out. Kept in deep. McDonough in the slot, just can't connect. As it goes back to the point, shot by Walsh gets deflected into the corner. As now Braintree on the forecheck is Freeman in pursuit. Good work to slow the play down. Still battling for it. As now Milton rings it around and then back up the other way. And coming on the attack is Graham for Milton as she clears it in. Back to get it for the Womps. 22. Out front, loose, still loose. Cleared away, still loose. As they wheel in the slot, and now it's skated away by Freeman. Freeman will dump it in and takes a bad hop, and right in front, and a save by Hart. As a nice quick scoring bid by Walsh. Sorry, by Cassidy Gibbons. Okay. 19, 17, 24. Face off to the left of Hart, controlled by Milton as they look to start out. Coming out through center. Coming over the red line is Thayer. Thayer clears it into the corner. As she tries to connect to Stone, doesn't happen. Battle along the sidewall as it's gathered around, and we'll try the other side now with Chukas. As it's in the slot, nice block out front, another block, and a save. As that puck is cleared around. And a shot on goal, tipped out front, still loose, and a goal! As it looked like it was knocked in by Stone on the rebound. As Braintree had a chance and just couldn't clear out the rebound, unfortunately, and Milton goes up 1-0. That top line for Milton, I think each of them, they all have over 20 points. So the key will be trying to shut them down today. 29, 16, and 2. 29. This off is down. Battled for it in the neutral zone. Just got away with the trip there, thank you. As it's cleared in and going back for it now is Walsh. As she rings it around the boards and it's chipped out and back comes the Womps. Nice work to try to headman the puck by Minchello. As Minchello has it coming down the right wing side. Shot and save by Hart. Cleared into the corner, cleared around. McDonough on the forecheck. As now Milton starts out. Passes deflected, picked up. As Braintree will go back on the regroup. And Hinkle will go forward. Hinkle's broken up. And back the other way now comes McDonough. McDonough's shot stayed aside by Hart into the corner. McDonough going after it. Freeman in to help out. As it's a nice pinch to keep the play alive. At the wall by Shea. And back the other way comes Kenny. Kenny one-on-one shot and a save. Nice save by Julia Pizzi. Junior goaltender, face off to her left. And the draw, we have Freeman. Face off is one, but now broken up. And Freeman coming down the left wing side. And she's coming in. Nice move to beat the defenseman and just can't get it as it was tied up by Hart. With 10:41 left, Milton up 1-0. 11 and 15. Face-off is down, back around the Milton end, picked up by Hinkle. Now that's hot. There's now Milton looking to start out. Coming out to center and stopped and cleared up by Freeman. There's Braintree back on the regroup and back the other way and coming now on the attack is Shea. Shea coming over the blue line, gets it into the corner. Out front, oh, just can't connect with a line mate. Chuka. And back the other way comes Milton coming down right inside his Stone. He's forced into the corner, still there. Puck deflected, nice save by Pizzi, and now skating it away for the Wamps as it's cleared in by Graziano. And the forecheck is Braintree. And now pass is intercepted in the slot, coming right out in central. And a nice bid by Kilikio. As now it's cleared out and stopped at center by Walsh. Walsh goes on the attack. Senior captain out front, shot is blocked. And back the other way comes Milton. He's coming out through center. Is cleared in by Stone as they go for a change. As it's cleared it back around by Walsh to the left wing side. As that clearing attempt is broken up, and now Walsh will make a nice play to reverse direction. He's trying to get it out now is Caliaco. Is now coming out the right wing side. Braintree trying to get it out. Good pressure by Milton as they tip it into the corner. Tipped out front, shot just goes wide. Milton applying some pressure. There's an errant pass, and now in pursuit is McDonough. Back behind the net. Milton looks to start out. The pass doesn't connect, kept in, and now skated forward by Walsh as she gets it to McDonough, who clears it in. And going back for it now is Mincello. As Braintree looking to try to get some offense here. As now skating it out is Gorham. Gorham coming out through center, coming over the blue line. Gorham looking to make a play, passed out front, broken up, cleared around. And now Freeman will look to chip it out as she just gets it out to center. Nice work by the senior co-captain, Catherine Freeman. As now it's cleared back and Braintree on the regroup. No whistles, up and down they go, as they say. 7:35 left, 1-0 the Wildcats. As that pass is deflected and broken up at the blue line. Nice work by Avini, as it was in her skates, but she still made the play. As now Braintree looking to start out. Coming out is McDonough. McDonough gets it to center to Graziano. Her pass is broken up, and back on the attack comes Milton. Coming out through center is Gallagher. Gallagher over the blue line. Nice back check by the Wamps to break that play up. Goes back to the point, and it's blocked out front on a bid by Hart. And now it's back to Hart. Hart looking for some space. Good work by Braintree to keep the play along the wall. Now it's back behind the net as they battle for it. Pass doesn't get out front. Good defensive play. Hart will get it again as her shot doesn't get through, and it's deflected out of play. With 6 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first period, Milton up 1-0. 11, 12, 22, 17. 10. Face-off will be to the left by Pizzi, as it's won and chipped out and chipped ahead, and back on the attack is Chukas. As that play is broken up, and back the other way comes the Wamps. Coming over the blue line is Caliaco. 7:24. Braintree stops it and clears it back in. 7:24. And just getting familiar with the young ladies. As it stopped at the blue line, nice work by Bridget Walsh as she gets it back to her defense partner and it's cleared out. Chip to center. Back on the attack. Nice work to get back onside. Shot saved by Hart on a nice scoring bid from the sidewall. 24. Tukas. And now starting out is Thea. And she gets out of the left wing side to Catarazulo. Catarazulo's shot is blocked out front by Walsh, cleared back behind the net. And now starting out is Braintree. They'll go wide side right. Can't quite connect with McDonough. They're backed up by Mincello as she clears it in. As the play goes on. Back down behind the net now as Milton will start out. The pass doesn't connect. Picked up and gathered by Walsh. Walsh looking for some space. And she gets it up on the right wing side to McDonough. McDonough to Freeman. Freeman shot deflected to the right wing corner. There's now Freeman breaks up that play. Nice play to get in the passing lane. And now starting it out behind the net. Good forecheck by Graziano as Braintree wins the battle and it comes back to the point. Shot saved by Hart. And a good shot from the point by Halke. As that play is passed in now as Talbot will look to start out. She's broken up. And now Milton will try it again. As now coming out is Graham. Graham coming down the right wing side. She chips it in. 10. And now that's probably going to be icing as that puck goes down. And we get a break in the action with 3:41 left. Milton up 1-0. Good action up and down the ice. Good work by the girls, moving the puck. Play is down and now skating it out is Walsh. Boy, she's a one-man breakout. Walsh coming over the blue line, goes wide, right around, shot just goes wide. On a nice scoring bid by the senior co-captain. And now Milton will look to start out again, coming up the right wing board. That's stopped. Good forecheck by Tukas. Stella Tukas. And now play is in the center ice, neutral zone, and now it's played back in. Going for it is Green. As that play is cleared in, Braintree has to get back on side. Is looking to start out now is Hinkle. Hinkle's stopped at the point. Shot is deflected, picked up, and now cleared away by Milton. As they connect and back the other way, now comes McDonough coming over the blue line. McDonough drops it. Shot by Captain McDonough just goes wide, and now Milton comes back the other way. There's nice back check by McDonough. As she gets it up to the right wing boards. They battle in front of the penalty box. As coming away with it now is Gallagher. Gallagher shot out front by Graham as it's cleared away, back around. Still battling for it, and it's tied up by Pizzi on a nice play at the goal mouth with 1:56 left, 1-0 Milton. Braintree's had a few shots on goal, not many chances, and a levy. The face-off will be to the right by Pizzi. As it's won by Milton, controlled back, and a save on a scoring bid by Gorham. Whoa. We'll try that again now as on the draw is Stone and Freeman. And they battle. Freeman wins it. Gets it back behind the net to Hulky. Hulky battling with Freeman, who comes down to help, and Freeman will look to start out as her pass gets out to the red line. It could have been interference, and it was. That's a nice call. We'll have interference, or I guess a body check. As we said, they'll allow incidental contact, but it looked like the woman stepped into the Braintree winger as she was coming out. So Braintree will go on the power play with 1:35 left in the first period. Braintree down 1-0 as they'll try to capitalize on the man advantage. On the draw, we'll have Gibbons, Freeman, and McDonough. With Walsh and Shea at the points. I think the ref is trying to get the clock to work the right way. And Braintree will go on the power play. Milton will go with the top forwards on the PK, Catarazzullo and Stone, and Hinkle and Hart, the defenders. And now one of the Braintree girls is showing the official timekeeper how to get the clock going. So she's had some experience here. Nice work. Nice job by Stella Chukas to square things away with the timekeeper. These girls can do everything. I take it she spent some time there working, not in the box. On the power play. Face-off is down. Braintree wins it. Back to Walsh. Walsh gets it over the right wing side. And a shot and a save. On a good bid by Audrey Shea. She got a nice shot off. But now we'll try it again from the other side. On the draw is Gibbons. This time it's won by Thayer and knocked into the corner. And that pass is broken up. Nice work behind the net. As now Braintree will look to set it up. Back to the point. As they go D to D. Nice work. Shot and a save. Nice shot by Bridget Walsh and a save by Hart again. Braintree has to get some traffic in front of that net. Try to get a tip. And we'll try it again. Face-off is down. Back into the Milton corner. Braintree battling for it. As Gibbons is in there, and it's cleared out front, but it's stopped at the point. And now Shea looks to get it over to Walsh. Walsh chips it ahead. It's stopped out front. Nice work down low by Gibbons. As now it's cleared out to center, and Walsh will go over to her defense partner, Shea. And Shea will get up the left wing side to Gibbons. Gibbons gains the blue line, gets it to Walsh. Shot is blocked. As now it's cleared down the length of the ice as Pizzi will hold on to that. With 56 seconds left on the man advantage and 31.9 seconds left in the first period, Milton up 1-0. We'll have a defensive zone face-off for the Lady Womps. And the draw will be Gibbons shot, quick shot on goal by Coughlin and a save by Pizzi. She had to be alert for that. As now Shea will look to start out. Shea behind the net, gets it up the left wing side. That pass is intercepted. Is now coming out to the right wing side. Shea has it. Shea, the defenseman, coming down the right wing side. She's broken up. Deflected to Freeman. Freeman gets it down low. Back behind the net. Out front, still battling for it. As now back the other way is Milton. As Hart will kill some time, and that'll do it for the first period. As Braintree still has 25 seconds left on the power play to start the second period. But after one, the Milton Wildcats won and your Braintree Womps 0. We're going to clean the ice, pay some bills. We'll be back for the start of the second period in just a minute. See you in a bit. We're back for the start of the second period. Coach Trokey going over some instructions with Coach Cushing. And hopefully Braintree can get a quick one here as they'll have the man advantage for 25 more seconds. I'd like to say hello to our number one fan, Barbara Johnson. Barbara's a big fan, always watching. She taught probably a lot of these young ladies at Braintree High, and a good friend and a great teacher. And she always is cheering on her students. And hello to Barbara. I hope all is well. As we start off the second period, as we'll have the power play for the Womps is Cassidy and coming down the right wing side as it's cleared in the corner by Shea. Shea battles for it. Shea looking to make a play, gets it, turns and dekes, chips it out front, shot and a save on a great scoring bid by Emily McDonough. As Shea wheeled past the defender and got a nice scoring bid by McDonough. We'll try that again. We'll have Cassidy and Graziano. And McDonough as the pass is cleared out, cleared in by Shea. Clearing it around now and clearing it out to center, and back on the attack comes Lovett. Lovett, she's broken up on the back check by the Womps as it's cleared out to center. And with it now is Cassidy coming down the right wing side. Cassidy shot and a save by Hart. On a nice quick shot and a save by Hart. Braintree with a couple of good scoring bids early here in the second period. And now the forward line will be Freeman, Cassidy, and Graziano with Avini and Shea. As the play is down behind the goal line, Gorham tries to clear it out. Chipped out, battled for along the boards. As now it's cleared out by Thea. Thea's clearing attempt is stopped, and now Freeman coming back the other way. Senior co-captain, Catherine Freeman. As she gets it over to Cassidy. Cassidy battling for it in the corner. Still battling, trying to get that puck. As it's cleared up and now cleared out and skating it away. Coming down the left wing side is Gorham as she clears it in deep. Going back for it is Mincello as that's cleared out and broken up by Freeman. As now with it, Catarizaro. As they battle in the corner, stick is loose. Back to the point. As Gorham chips it down the left wing side, gets it in down low, back behind the net. As we'll come out the other side as Freeman just can't connect, and that's going to be icing on the Womps with 13:05 left here in the second period. Milton up 1-0. We'll have Mincello on the draw. As keep changing up the wings, 18-9. Play is down, battled for it in the corner. Coming down the right wing side, kept in at the point. As they battle, good pinch by the Wildcats. As they still battle, and now it's skated away and back out to the point. where it's cleared in and stopped out front and skated away by Walsh. And she's broken up. Walsh now tries to get it out, and it's shipped out to center. Going back for it is Hart. Hart goes left wing side on the boards to Butt. Cleared back in. Back behind the net. Milton looking to set up a play as they battle for it. Kenny, as it's stopped at the point, backed out front, straight into the corner. Nice play to keep it out of harm's way, and now it's cleared out to center. Going back the other way is McDonough on the forecheck. Picked up by Hart. She gets it around the right wing side. Kept in by Walsh. As now it just can't connect, and skating back the other way come the Wildcats. As Hinkle will go forward, get it into the corner. Collected by Walsh. Walsh forecheck as she gets it out to center. Coming out over the red line is Reen. Reen clears it in. On the forecheck is Chukas. As now it's stopped at the point. As Braintree will clear it back in by Avini. As that's going to be icing on the Wildcats. As we have one of the boys hockey player, Teddy Avini, guessing it's probably his sister. Another hockey player in the family. Face-off will be to the left of Pizzi. On the draw is Jocelyn Reen. As the play is down, back to the point. Slap shot tipped out front by Reen, and it just goes wide on a good shot by Halke. As now it's cleared out the right wing side by Milton as they start out. Back to back check. Nice work by Reen. Staying with it. Over the blue line. Shot goes wide on the short side. Back out to the point. Hinkle will hit it down low. As Milton looks to set up something in the offensive zone. As it's stripped out and cleared out to center. And coming now right wing side now. On the attack is Chukas as she goes to the middle and shot just deflected wide. Back behind the net. I think we got away with one there, thank you. Now it's cleared out to center. It's back on the attack and cleared in by Halke. As now Milton starts out. As Braintree's had some chances here in the second period. Is staying right with this juggernaut is Coughlin coming over the blue line, and she just can't connect. As the pass out front doesn't get there, she tries to wrap around, and that's blocked. As now skating it away is Savannah Halke as she gets it up the left wing side, back down behind the Braintree goal. As they look to get it out front. Good work by the Womps to keep that play down low. Now in to help out is Graziano. As now it's cleared back behind the net. Referee is in the way, but now cleared out to the right wing boards. Kept in at the point. As the defenseman pinches in Hart. As that shot is deflected. The wraparound out front, trying to goal! As it just dribbled out front and knocking it in was Coughlin. That was just a tough bounce. Braintree kept it down behind the goal line, and unfortunately it came out front and went over a stick, and Coughlin knocked it home to put Milton up 2-0 with 9:39 left here, second period. It's just a tough break for the girls. They covered it well, kept the play on the outside, and now on the draw is Mincello. As the play is down, back picked up by Walsh. Walsh looks to get some room. She goes wide side left. Coming out through center, Mincello coming over the blue line. Nice deep. She gets it to the left wing side, and McDonough just can't get a shot away. As it goes back to the point, and Walsh's shot deflected out front, doesn't get through. Picked up by McDonough. Braintree with some chances here. Walsh's shot, just deflected out front into the corner. That's a heavy shot by the senior co-captain, Bridget Walsh, and now back the other way comes Stone, coming down the left wing side. She's forced deep, forced out front, shot just goes into the corner. As Milton with a chance is now starting it out and getting it stopped at the point. Back, nice block out front by Walsh. The second one, rebound loose, just missed. As Walsh will look to skate it out as she's broken up, and back the other way comes the Wildcats. Back down low is Stone. Stone looking to make a play, can't connect out front, back to the point. Shot is blocked out front by Mincello, and now back on the attack is McDonough. McDonough coming over the blue line to Mincello. Mincello's shot steered away just out of harm's way. As now back on the regroup is Thayer. As that pass is intercepted and played back in by Shea. As we approach 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Milton up 2-0. Back comes Butt. As Butt comes over the blue line, she's forced deep in the Braintree zone. They battle behind the net. Shea looking to get it. As it comes back to the point, and shot deflected out front, and a save by Pizzi as the deflection Hinkle's shot got through, and Pizzi stayed with it and made the save with 7:44 left here in the second period. Milton up 2-0. Face-off is down, picked up in the corner by Caliaco as they try to keep everything to the outside. Milton with some chances here. As that pass goes out front, stopped by Pizzi. Goes back to the point as Hart gets it. Nice block out front by Caliaco. Milton applying some pressure here for the wall against the Womps. He's coming off the sidewall as Coughlin shot and a goal. As that shot is deflected, that's Gallagher. I'm sorry, Gallagher from Milton makes it 3-0. As she came off the sidewall and knocked it in for a goal. Braintree hemmed in their own zone for a little bit. 18 Gallagher. We're back at center now is on the draw is Freeman. Freeman, Cassidy, and Graziano will try to get the Womps on the board here. There's Walsh coming out through center. She's broken up. Freeman gets it ahead. Nice work. I thought it was offside, but we'll take it. Back the other way in the Braintree zone to get it is Walsh. As Walsh can connect with Cassidy, and now Cassidy chips it up. Graziano in pursuit. Nice work by Graziano to chase after her defender. And back the other way now comes Milton on the attack, and they can't connect in the slot. There's now Eggers playing defense for the Braintree Womps. Back the other way now is Gorin. Gorin's shot saved by Pizzi as she leaves it for Walsh. Walsh looks to start out. She's hemmed in. We'll try the other way. Bridget Walsh is slowed down but gets ahead of steam as she tries to get it up and just can't connect with Cassidy. As that play goes back to the Braintree zone. Back behind the net is Walsh. Walsh chips it up. Back trying to get it out is Freeman. And that goes back down behind the goal line. As we'll try it again. As I think we're going to get icing here with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left, second period. Milton up 3-0. Milton hemming the Womps in a little bit the last few minutes. I think we've got to get some zone time here, hopefully, and get the puck down the other end. The face-off will be to the left of Pizzi. On the draw is Mincello as it's won by Milton back into the corner, back behind the net. Mincello is broken up. Play goes back behind the net. Shea trying to get it, takes a bad bounce off the boards and back to Hinkle. Hinkle plays catch, gets it down low to Stone. Is now trying to get it out. Nice work by the Womps to get it down, and no icing. As that was cleared down by McDonough. And McDonough stops it at the blue line. kind of still battling right on the blue line. Now it's cleared out, and back the other way comes Catarazzulo. As that puck is knocked down deep, going back for it is Avini. Avini trying to chip it up the left wing boards. Big crowd over there. There's now Shea. Nice work by Shea to get it out to center. There's now Braintree on the forecheck. As Hart will try to get it up and clear it up. Still battled far in the neutral zone. Nice work to break up the play by McDonough. As that is knocked in, and Braintree will go for a change, as will Milton, and back on the attack comes Chukas. Chukas coming down central. Chukas stopped out front, shot and a save. As Kaliako gets a nice scoring bid and a save by Hart. With 4:03 left in the second period, Milton up 3-0, I'm sorry. Face-off will be to the right of Pizzi on the draw, and goes back to Walsh. Walsh's shot deflected, doesn't get through. Knocked into the corner, picking it up as Coughlin tries to connect, but that'll be a shot on goal, and Pizzi will give it a Walsh. Nice play. There's now it back out, and back on the attack from the Worms. Coming right down the middle is Chukas. Coming in on goal, Chukas. And I think we're going to get a penalty for hooking on Milton, as Stella Chukas was off to the races, got a nice scoring bid off despite being hooked. As going to the box will be King for Milton, as Braintree will get a power play here. With 3:41 left, down 3-0. See if the Womps can get on the board here. We'll have McDonough, Cassidy and Freeman, Shea and Walsh on the power play. Face-off is down to the board, stopped at the point by Walsh. Walsh gets it over wide side to Freeman. Freeman back to Shea. Shea plays catch with Freeman. Freeman gets it out front. Shot loose. Just steered aside. As now Milton will clear it down. Walsh going after it with Coughlin in pursuit. As Walsh will ring it around and goes off a stick. As now going after it is Shea. As Walsh bouncing puck here, and that's a bad bounce. It just bounces right to the Milton player as they get a scoring bid on this, shot-handed. And now back the other way come the Womps. Coming down the right wing side is Freeman. Freeman coming over the blue line. She leaves it for Shea. As now it's picked up and gathered by Graham. Graham will ring it around, stopped at the point by Walsh. She goes D to D over to Shea. Shea with all kinds of room, moves in, and is saved by Hart. Good scoring bid. Good look, good thinking. These girls think the game. Look for the open play, try to set up that power play, and you can tell they're well coached. Good job by the coaches to make sure they spend a lot of time in practice working on the power play and the penalty kill. As Shea chips it off the boards to herself, Shea gets it, coming down the right wing side in the corner, stops, goes back. Nice work by Shea as she gets some room, gets it to Walsh. Walsh's shot just goes wide, rebound, score! Catherine Freeman on the rebound. Braintree on 3-1. Nice work by Freeman as Catherine, the senior co-captain, lights the lamp for the Womps. Great shot by Walsh, and Shea keeping that puck alive as Catherine Freeman with the goal. Walsh has a really good shot from the point, just went wide and into the corner. And Braintree gets on the board now, 3-1. As Catherine Freeman on senior night lights the lamp. As now we're back in the Braintree zone, blocked out front, shot to the right wing side, shot goes wide. As now it comes back to the point, they play catch. That shot doesn't get through, and now with it is Trying to see. Nice save by Pizzi. Hope he tries to get it out. It's blocked out front, chipped down behind the net. Braintree running around a little bit now, going to get it down the other end. As Milton setting up the play as it goes down to the point. Shot just goes wide. As it's picked up by Milton. And now with it is Reen, as Reen tries to get it out. Jocelyn Reen. As they still battle behind the net. Back to the point. Shot doesn't get through. Nice work to block it. And back the other way. Nice work to, that's a trip as Kaliako battling for it and takes a swipe at her. Is now back the other way. Coming over the blue line is Milton. Steered aside. Nice work to force the play wide as Calvin can't do anything with it. Last minute to go here. Dave Anderson, great job as usual on the PA. Is back to the point now. Shot blocked out front. Nice work by Mincello. Back again and struggling to get it out as they battle on the sidewall. And there's a big pile over there. Now it's skated away and back come the Womps. Is coming out through center is Mincello. As it's cleared back up and cleared back in now by Milton. Is on the attack and back out front. Tripped out. As unfortunately McDonough just couldn't get it past the defender. And now Milton changes up. Back out front. Shot off a stick out front and a save by Pizzi with 9.1 seconds to go. 9.1 seconds to go. As we'll have a face-off to the right of Julia Pizzi. It looks like on the draw we'll have Freeman. Face-off to the right. Face-off is down, back to the point. As Hart goes over to Hinkle and back the other side. As it's blocked and time will expire. As Braintree gets on the board, Catherine Freeman, the senior co-captain on senior night, lights the lamp on a rebound goal out front at the right spot, knocks it home. As Braintree down 3-1 here in the third period. So we're back in the middle of the second period. There's no Teddy's trivia because Teddy has that copywritten and I want to get sued, but we have a special guest. Caroline Casey LeBlanc. And I have to remember that. Yeah, Caroline was a former WOM player way back in the day, about what, 14 years ago, Caroline?
14 years ago.
What was that experience like?
Oh, it was so much fun. Mr. Burchill, he was awesome to play for. Such an honor to play for him. He's grown this program so much, and I mean, I'm 32 years old and I'm back here still watching, so kind of goes to show the what he's created here in Braintree.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I was just saying off camera, when Caroline played, there were probably 8 or 10 or maybe 12 girls on the team. I think half of them could skate, maybe the other half not so much. And now we have 23 girls on the roster. They can all skate, they can all play,
yeah.
And it's really grown over the years.
Yeah, it's grown a lot, which is awesome, and it's done incredible things here in Braintree, and yeah, he was at my wedding. Like, it's crazy, and a bunch of the girls were there, so we got a nice picture together, and we'll have that memory forever. And I love Coach B.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us, Caroline. She's here supporting all the seniors. Catherine Freeman is a longtime friend, and she got to light the lamp. Nice job, Catherine.
Yes.
And hopefully Braintree still has a couple more goals in them to come back and win this game. But thanks for joining us, Caroline, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, perfect. Real quick, I
Yes.
mean, shout out to you. What's this been, 18 years?
Something like that.
18 years. We just did the math downstairs.
Imagine
which is
that.
Crazy. I mean, a lot of these girls aren't even 18 years old, so.
Thanks. Thanks for the reminder.
No, it makes me feel old too. No, but you and Christine, I mean.
Yeah, that's right, Christine.
Doing incredible things here at BCAM.
Yeah, we started with John Flaherty at the Zapusis Ice Palisade, and then John retired, and Ted Harrington, we did a nationwide search, took over for John, and Ted and I have been at it, and like I said, great to to fill in for the girls tonight. I spend a lot of time with the boys, and it is really good. Again, great point, Caroline. Good work, Christine and Wes Ray back at the studio, and Jerry Comic. Tonight, Chris Curran is manning the live stream, and that's another difference.
Yeah.
We're live streaming it all around the world. Isn't that bad? You might be able to see it a week from tonight or something.
Yeah, I'll get to watch this again, which is cool.
So that's good. Well, thanks for joining us, Caroline. I try to get my kids to join me, and nobody wants to do it, but Caroline stepped up.
I'd be fired.
Nice work. So after 2, Braintree down 3-1. We'll be back for the start of the third period. We'll see you in the pit. Well, we're back for the start of the third period as Braintree down 3-1. We'll hope for a couple of goals, a good comeback for the Womps. Thanks to Caroline Casey LeBlanc for the interview and talking about her experiences here as a Braintree High hockey player, and as the girls saying hi to their friend and coach, as now we're going to get ready for the third period. Braintree down 3-1. Pat Conley in attendance, cheering on the girls. One of the hardest working employees at the high school. As we'll start off with Catherine Freeman taking the draw against Sabrina Stone. Plays down. Freeman tries to go forward. She's broken up, and now back the other way comes Katarazuo. As she clears it in, Walsh gets it in the corner. Walsh gets it over the left wing side, and back on the attack now comes Graziano. Coming down the left wing side. Ooh, can't get a shot off. Goes into the boards hard, but wow, gets right up. That girl's tough. As it's back into the slot, is Freeman's shot deflected as it pinballs in there, and a save by Hart on a quick scoring bid by the Womps. As Kayla Graziano gets right up. Good for her. As now we'll have a face-off to the left of Hart. Is now skating it out to center, blocked, stopped, played back in by, where's my sheet? Vini's brother Ted plays on the boys team. Coach Sean Casey informed me. As now Braintree will back. They're back behind the net. We'll settle it down by Audrey Shea. Nice work by Audrey. I said, Pat Conley, the hardest working man at the high school here, cheering on the girls.
Here to check on the girls, see how they're doing.
Checking on them, checking in. Face-off is now and out, coming out through center of the Womps. That pass is broken up, and now Shea has it. Shea Deeks gets by a couple people, just can't connect with Mincello. Is now back in the regroup is Milton. Is got a little bit of a hook there by Chukas, but we'll let that go. Is now back in the corner is King. King gets it up the left wing side. Coming out through center is Butt. Butt coming right down central. Butt, nice work. Broken up and a save by Pizzi. Is nice work by the way Milton forward to go on the attack. And now they battle in the neutral zone, and back on the regroup is Gallagher. Gallagher coming out through center. As she gets it up the right wing side over the blue line to Kenny. Kenny's broken up. Gallagher breaks that up. Kenny's shot gets deflected into the corner. Walsh going after it. Walsh just can't get it past Talbot as she hits it back down low, and Braintree will try the other side as it's hemmed in and battled far along the boards. Still battling as now it gets loose and skating in the corner. Pass is broken up, and now back the other way comes Freeman. Catherine Freeman, the senior co-captain, coming right down central. Just checked at the blue line, and now broken up, and back the other way comes Gallagher. Gallagher gets it up the right wing side to Kenny. Kenny is stopped, back to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to make a play as it's stripped out. And back the other way, coming on the attack is Gibbons. There's now Milton on the attack. She's broken up at the blue line, and Thayer will have to regroup. Thayer is broken up, fed out to center by Freeman. Is now back in the regroup with it is King. King gets it up to Thayer. Thayer's shot and a save by Pizzi as she gets one out of midair with 11:37 left. Milton up 3-1. Face-off will be to the left of Pizzi. Is on the draw is Stone. And she'll line up against Mincello. Face-off is down, one back to the point. Shot, save, nice pad save by Pizzi. As now it's shipped up the right wing boards as they try to get it out. Back down, battling is Hauke. Hauke is hemmed in, back to the point. Shot, saved by Pizzi. Another pad save on a big scoring bid by Milton. As Milton applying some pressure here against the Womps, trying to dig it out, back down into the corner, coming out of the corner, looking to make a play, saved by Pizzi. As it's battled for and now picked up and collected by Milton. As that shot is blocked out front, and now skating away with it and cleared back is Mincello, as we're going to get icing on the Womps. With 10:48 left, 3-1, Milton. Face-off will be to the right of Pizzi. On the draw will be Green. We'll have play is down. Is now back to collect it as Walsh as she gets it up the left wing side. Coming down left wing, coming over is Green. Green clears it in. Back forward is Coughlin. Coughlin broken up, and nice play, try to knock it in the corner. As that's skated away, and now back with it is Milton as they go back on the regroup. As they go left wing side, broken up, nice work by Green to try to keep the play alive, and now back comes the Womps on the attack is Caliaco. As that shot goes into the corner, played back to the point, kept in by Maeve Byrne. Is now starting it out is Milton again. The ref gets in the way in the corner as they battle for it. A little bit of a log jam, and now skating away with it comes Graham. As Graham gets it ahead, head manning the puck. She's forced into the corner, is now with it skating. Nice big move by Walsh. Walsh coming 3-on-1. Walsh's shot just deflected into the corner. As Bridget Walsh with the chance. As Freeman keeps the play alive. As now with it is Graziano. She gets it around the right wing side over to Kat Gibbons. As now Milton will clear it out. Clearing it down, and I don't know why that's not icing, but anyway. As Braintree goes back to try to clear it out. Walsh, Shea will get it up to Mincello. Shea battling for it, kept in at the point. Turning with it, and now back to the point. Shot saved by Pizzi on a scoring bid by Hart. With 8:51 left, Milton up 3-1. Face-off will be to the left of Pizzi. Mincello on the draw. Face-off is down, played by Shea back behind the net. As she tries to get it out, and now coming out is on the attack with the Womps broken up. As it goes back, Kenny in pursuit, and now here comes the freshman defenseman, Audrey Shea. The shot, score! What a snipe! What a snipe from the blue line! Wow! Audrey Shea gets Braintree within one. And the slap shot just inside the blue line, top shelf, up by the peanut butter. As Shea gets Braintree within one with 8:28 left. Milton up 3-2. Audrey Shea. Yeah, what a nice shot by the freshman defenseman. Wow. Good work. And she took it end to end and shot it home from inside the blue line. And now Braintree will look to get the equalizer. Coming out now through center is Mincello as she gets it ahead to McDonough over the blue line. McDonough just can't get it to the net as it stopped at the point. Cleared back in and now cleared back out, and back comes Thayer as she clears it in. Stopped behind the net. Picked up by the Womps. Stopped at the point. Shot deflected, rebound still loose, and now skated away as nice work by Mincello as she saved the scoring bid. Back loose in the slot, back to the point as that shot is ping-ponged in, gets knocked into the corner as King got it away. As that shot goes over the net. Kept in at the point by Gorham. As now Milton applying the pressure here. Shot off the crossbar. There's another snipe. As that play goes back behind the net, Mincello trying to get it out. And she gets it ahead as she gets it out to center. As McDonough forechecked, and now picking it up is Shea again. Is back on the attack as Braintree in the midst of a line change, but Pizzi makes the save. As we had a little bit of a jailbreak there, but Braintree got back, and 6:57 left, 3-2 Milton. Braintree with the comeback. Just need one more, girls, to tie it up. Face-off will be to the left of Pizzi. On the draw will be Caliaco. She goes against Coughlin, and now it's rung around to the right wing side, kept in at the point by Talbot. As they get it down low, Milton trying to set up a play here. As they battle along the sidewall, as Milton comes away with it back to the point. That shot's deflected into the corner. Nice work by Chukas to get a stick on it. As now stopping the play at the point is Hart trying to get some space, and she's stopped and back out to the point as she gets it in her feet. And that gets through, back down behind the net. Going forward is Eggers. Eggers battling with Walsh, and now Walsh will try to skate it away, stopped at the point. Shot is deflected into the corner. Nice work by Caliaco as Braintree running around here, still loose in the corner, still loose by the crease as Braintree coming in and moving out some people. As, wow. A little bit of a scrum there, Pat. Usually see that with the girls, but they're protecting their goalie. I love it. Nice work. There's 5:59 left here, third period. Milton up 3-2. As we'll go with Braintree's top line of Freeman and Gibbons and Graziano, with Shea and Avini. Face-off is down, controlled by Milton as they ring it around back out the right wing side. As it's kept in at the point by King. They battle on the wall, and now skating it out is Freeman. She loses it, goes back to Shea. Shea will get it up to Graziano, and good pinch by Milton to keep the play alive. And now skating it out is Shea as she chips it up to Freeman. Freeman coming down the left inside. Freeman going right down the pike, and it's stopped. As now it's kept in at the point by Shea. Nice work by Audrey Shea, keeping that play alive. And now back to start it out is King. As King gets it in the slot, gets it back out to center. As Freeman breaks up the play. And back the other way now comes Milton. Coming over the blue line is there. Good back check by Graziano to break up the play. As they battle, just under 5 minutes to go here. 3-2 Milton. As Braintree looking to get the equalizer. Starting it out is Shea, Audrey Shea coming down the right wing side. Coming over the blue line. She'll try to get that shot off again, and a shot and a save. It went loose and Freeman just couldn't get to it as it's tied up by Hart. With 4:39 left, face off in the offensive zone. As on the draw will be Mincello. And we got Walsh at the point. As the play is down, battled from behind the net on the forecheck. As now skating away is Milton. As that play is stopped, Walsh will clear it right side. And now Milton back on the regroup as they go D to D and up to center for Graham. Graham gets it over the left wing side. Back to Graham. Shot and a save by Pizzi. As that shot is blocked out front and now skated away by Mincello. As Mincello tries to headman the puck. She's broken up. Nice work to break up the play by McDonough. As now Braintree will battle for it. McDonough has it. Nice work. There's a hook there. And a check. As they battle along the blue line. Now coming away with it and clearing it in is Lovett. As back out the right wing side. Stopped and now skated away is now McDonough. Will chip it out to center. Catherine McDonough, the freshman forward. Is now coming out through center. Left wing side is Milton coming over the blue line. Is making some moves is Lovett. Maeve forced into the corner. Rubbed out. Nice defensive play by Halke. Is now back the other way comes Milton. As broken up is Stone. Is now with it is Stone again over the blue line. His top line of Milton, as I said, they each all have 20 points. It's just a scoring machine, so Braintree got to be careful. That play is stopped at the top third, played back into the corner by Stone, collected by Thayer. Thayer trying to get it to Catarazzo. Catarazzo gets it down low, back to the point to Stone. Stone goes over to a defense partner. Shot deflected in the slot, still loose, still battled for. As it's tied up somewhere, as it looked like Stone was just going to jump on the pile. Should give somebody a penalty. I don't know. As no penalties, I guess. We'll let them play. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, Milton up 3-2. On the draw is Coughlin. With one in control by Milton, back to the point as they get it down the left wing corner. Chipped in and Pizzi makes the save. As Mincello is on the draw with McDonough and McDonough. Catherine and Emily McDonough.
What are we thinking for pulling the goalie here? What time?
Yeah, probably just under 2 minutes. You're right, Pat. Yeah, Pat Conley, good insight here. As we said, the best coaches are up here, Pat, and the best refs. And the best refs. As the play is down behind the goal line. Braintree battles for it. 2-on-2. Keeping the play outside. Shot out front for a pass, but that gets away, and now it's cleared out. And just cleared out to center. And back with it comes McDonough. McDonough just can't connect with Mincello, and back the other way comes Hart. Hart's broken up, left wing side. Braintree back in the regroup, and now with it is Hulky gets it out to center, can't quite connect. As we're under a minute and a half now, I'm sure Coach Trokey will start to think about trying to get the offensive zone, but now Milton comes back the other way, and Braintree has to go offensive and get it down the other end, as they say. As it's cleared out to center, and now it's cleared back in by Graziano. As Coach Trokey is getting the extra skater on. As back the other way comes Milton, is coming over the blue line. As they come on the attack, nice block by Walsh to save a goal there. As now they're back behind Braintree with the extra skater, a minute to go. Braintree going to get it down the other end, try to get the equalizer. As it's chipped over the right wing side, going after it is Walsh. Cleared back in. As battling for it is Graziano back down behind the net. As we're going to get a matching penalties, I guess. As Graziano will go off, as will Stone with 45 seconds left. Pizzi will have to get back in as they both go off for high sticking. Face-off will be to the right of Pizzi, left, I'm sorry. As we'll skate 4-on-4, or 5-on-5. We need another player, coach. There we go. As Freeman will come on to take the draw against Coughlin. As Milton will take their timeout since we can't take them on the bus. Might as well use them here with 45 seconds left here. Third period, Milton up 3-2. Braintree's done a nice job tonight. They lost way back in January 7-2. So Braintree's really making a game of it tonight. Coach Trokey with some instructions, win the draw, get it down the other end, and get pucks to the net, as they say. As we have 45 ticks left to go, as Braintree went down 3-1 and has battled back to make it 3-2. So we'll try to get the equalizer, get this game to overtime. As I said at the outset, Milton comes in 16-1-1. Their last loss was way back in December. And so Braintree has a chance to hopefully tie this game, get a couple of points. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Pizzi. Freeman on the draw. As we have Emily McDonough and Cassidy Gibbons on the wings. Face-off is won by Milton as it's cleared deep into the corner. That's a nice, smart hockey play. As they battle behind the net, Walsh and Stone, and now it's picked up and cleared around back to the point. Braintree just needs to try to get control and get it down the other end as Shea will try to get some room. Shea hemmed in as she gets it back down to Walsh. Walsh will flip it out, flip it down, out to center. As it's picked up and collected by McDonough over the blue line. As Braintree will try to get it to the net, stop out front and then loose in the slot. And now a shot from the point. Oh, and it just is blocked out front and back the other end is making the last minute play to try to get a shot on goal was Minicello. As Braintree will go down in defeat, 3-2 here at the Zap. As yeah, Braintree made a great effort for sure, Pat, as here on senior night. Braintree really did come to play. Milton will go to 17-1-1. Braintree will go to 9-5-4. 9-5-3. As the ladies shake hands and clear off the ice. Braintree made a good effort. Catherine Freeman got the first goal. Audrey Shea got the second goal on a great shot from just inside the blue line, but just couldn't get the equalizer. Nice job by Coach Trokey and Coach Cushing. And we're going to wrap it up here at the Zap as Braintree goes down 3-2. As our thanks to Christine Patterson behind the camera and Chris Curran in the studio with the live stream and the graphics, and Wes Ray and Jerry Comic, all the great job that they do. Girls are saying so long to their coach. Until next time, we'll see you. Braintree continues this season. And thank you for joining us. Final score from the Zap, Milton 3 and Braintree 2. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.